Hi, Sunshine Moore here, creator of FitTech University and this podcast. We serve fitness instructors with technology solutions to run their virtual businesses. Through our digital course academy, our training lab, and our podcast, we bring education to you around the world. We believe that when we help you, you help others, and that is a mission we can all stand behind. We will help you with things like equipment, confidence on camera, how to set up your virtual studio, how to use marketing tools, what platforms you need, and we'll bring all of that to you here through our university courses, through our training lab, which is like a virtual fitness studio, and through our podcast with solo episodes and episodes with other people that are experts in things that we need to know. Thank you for listening, and we welcome and encourage your feedback. We cannot wait to serve you. Hi, Sunshine Moore here, host of the FitTech University podcast. I'm so excited to bring to you another exciting podcast full of information and value that you can use in your virtual business right now today. Something that I think is really cool about podcasts is that I can come in from a run, which I just did, and have zero makeup on and be totally sweaty, and you have no idea. I'm in running season right now. I'm running a half marathon this, I'm going to say Memorial Day weekend. At the time of this podcast, it's about 6 weeks away. And that's a different training as opposed to this winter. I was doing heavy weights. It was exciting for me to get back to heavy weights because I had spent the summer in a cast. I broke my hand playing flag football. And so I was doing things like running and bar and one-handed burpees. I even developed a whole workout series with bands that people with an upper body injury can do. And I put it on my virtual studio. Because what else are you going to do when you have a broken hand? You're going to find a way. So that's a little bit about what I am doing in my training right now. And it allowed me, while I was running, to think about what value I can bring to you when I share these 3 programs that I'm going to talk about. And the reason that I'm going to share these 3 programs is because it is going to help you to grow your virtual business. And I hope that's why you clicked on this title. When you want to grow your virtual business, you not only need to invest in yourself, but in training for yourself. You not only need to invest in yourself and training for yourself, but in your business. And while this podcast is going to be about programs that you can join, on a separate podcast in the future, I'm going to talk about systems and virtual assistants. I did an interview with Amanda, and she was actually on Jenna Kutcher's podcast recently. Good for her. Great job. She has her own virtual assistant business running. And so the reason I'm sharing that is there are lots of different things in your business to add value to help you grow. And in today's podcast, I'm going to cover 3 programs that I have been in, and I'm still in 2 of them, and the pros and cons about them. Let's start with the first one that I joined, and this was back in 2018. And this program is called Marketing Impact Academy, and it's by Chalene Johnson. At the time that I purchased it, I purchased at a full price of $19.97, and that's a pretty typical price, that $19.97 price point and ending in 7. Marketing Impact Academy is foundational to you running an online business. So I am going to tell you about 2 more programs after this, but I just want to let the cat out of the bag and let you know that if you were going to pick one of them, do Marketing Impact Academy, because that will provide you your foundation for your virtual fitness business. The second pro about Marketing Impact Academy is that it's updated continuously. And she's bringing in different coaches from our industry, people that are in our industry, people that are not in our industry, people that are experts. That's what I'm trying to, experts in their field, and they teach the lesson. And it's so helpful because even though I have done the whole Marketing Impact Academy training and I have the playbook, which is like a textbook, I can still go back into the academy when I have a new need. So for example, I went back in to learn how to do a podcast. And so there was exclusive content by Pat Flynn in there to teach me how to do this podcast. And it's a lifetime membership, so I can go in as much as I want. That's another pro. Another very, very, very strong pro that none of these other two organizations have is our Facebook group. I post something in there, a question, and I'll have an answer from 12 people in the matter of 24 hours. It's so great. We've networked with each other. There's lots of accountability groups that get put together in there. You can find other people having success and challenges and find out what they did and how they're feeling. And they go live in that group. Say Brock Johnson, that's Shalene's son. He's one of the quote-unquote professors. He goes live and teaches us really cool stuff all the time. And of course, you can watch it on replay. So the Facebook group is definitely a pro of Marketing Impact Academy. And I did mention the playbook. It's like a textbook. You get that sent to you when you buy the program. Mine is outdated, and so I could order the updated one and pay for it, but I don't. I can just go online, and their program is hosted on Kajabi. If you're not familiar with Kajabi, that's basically a web. I'm going to say a website. It's not a website, but it's a platform to hold a course on, and I can talk about that with the next company I'm going to tell you about. But a couple of the cons about Marketing Impact Academy, and these are two specific cons for me. And one is that they don't go in depth with enough on a couple of particular areas. And that's okay, because then I went and found companies that went in depth with specifically what I needed. But I wouldn't not have necessarily known what I needed had I not had my foundationals training from Marketing Impact Academy. The two areas that I wanted and needed more in-depth training were on how to build successful courses and how to facilitate paid marketing. I had used Marketing Impact Academy to launch my nutrition program back in the day. Back then it was called Drop Your Pants, Drop the Pants That Are Not Serving You. And it was not a weight loss program. It was about teaching food swaps and healthy food swap ideas, not recipes, not diet plans, none of that. It specifically I taught people trade this oatmeal for that one. So it became known as the Swap Girl. And it evolved into Swap Your Pants because I'll tell you what, food swap. I digress, but I share that because I used Marketing Impact Academy to launch that program. It went great. I actually made money on that. I didn't just break even. And then I actually had to stop that program because I became a corporate employee for a hot second. And then after being a corporate employee, I came back to fitness and teaching and opened my own brick and mortar studio. I went back into Marketing Impact Academy to find more resources for that brick and mortar studio. But I also knew that I wanted to relaunch a course because a course is scalable. A course can be done anywhere, anytime, and I can reach more people than I was reaching with my brick and mortar studio. That's when I found Jill and Josh Stanton. And I was debating between their program. At the time, it was called Screw the 9 to 5, meaning screw your 9 to 5 job and become an entrepreneur. And I was debating between their program and Amy Porterfield's Digital Course Academy. And one of the selling points, if you will, why I chose Jill and Josh Stanton is because I reached out to their customer service and I was able to directly speak to somebody. And I asked them point blank, why would I choose you over Amy Porterfield? And they had a very positive answer and said, we actually love Amy Porterfield. You can't go wrong. Here's what we offer. And what they offered is what hooked me. They have tiered pricing programs whereas Digital Course Academy would have been that $19.97 price point, which I was ready to invest. Jill and Josh actually had a $27 offering and said, well, why don't you just try us? If you like us, then you can decide if you want to do higher ticket with us or Amy. And I thought, perfect. So I did that. And it at the time was $27. It's now $37. It's still completely worth it. And they really teach you the bones and foundation of course creation. Things like how to name your course. Are you naming your course to tell people the result? Are you having a subtitle that tells them result? How many words should be in the course? Should it be about 5? Yes, 5 to 7. And should there be a deliverable or a promise? Yes. Should there be an internal and external bonus? Yes. They taught us all of these things. They gave us a template. And we filled it out multiple times, and we received live feedback on these templates. So we had to list out our lessons. We were helped with pricing, not only the individual lessons, not only the individual course, but the bonuses and adding that up to show value in the total course, in the total investment somebody would be making in that course. So they covered pricing, naming, how to create your course lessons-wise, and they even gave us templates, not only for emails, which is great, but for ClickFunnels. If you're not familiar with ClickFunnels, that's where you can go to build your sales funnel. And they gave us a template, which I did use to build my own course. I used it several times. Now I build my own because I kind of get how to do it. But I would not have known the order or where buttons were or what things I could do in ClickFunnels without that template. It was so valuable that they gave us that template for ClickFunnels. They even did a video on how to connect your email in ClickFunnels. For example, I use ActiveCampaign, which was their recommendation. Of course, they get affiliate marketing money for that, which is fine. They should. And we had a video on exactly how to connect our email to the ClickFunnels, which you would need to do. Cons of Screw the 9 to 5. Cons are, I'll start with ClickFunnels. We weren't taught how to put our Facebook pixel in there and have actual data to track it. I understand why they didn't do that because honestly, that would have been just a little bit too much, honestly. Another con is while they gave us a great schedule in Excel of here's what you do on this day, here's what you do on this day, and it was say 2 weeks before pre-launch, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. They gave us exact posts that we could use or edit to put in a Facebook group. Things like that. They gave us the exact timetable, if you will. And it was and is helpful, but I think, and this is where I'm getting to with one of the biggest cons with this program and the next one I'm going to talk about, is mindset. And if you've ever listened to their podcast, they're now called Wealthy Course Creators, Jill and Josh Stanton. Jill is the mindset coach, if you will. And I will say she's gotten a lot better now, but I will tell you, when I first started with them and kept enrolling in their higher ticket program, I could tell that she was still working on her ability to coach and her own mindset. So it was hard for me to really believe anything she was saying because I could tell she was still trying to convince herself. And it reminded me very much of Lewis Howes back when he got started. I could tell he was still just kind of figuring out for himself. And so I read right through that, and it's hard for me to trust in anybody that I can see right through you and know you're not there yet. And there's nothing wrong with not being there. I'm just not going to be the person that's going to listen to your mindset. And it was a yelling, it was aggressive mindset coaching. And for me, that doesn't work. For other people, they need it 100%. For me, not going to work. My coach is Courtney Townley, and you can look her up under the Grace and Grit podcast, Grace and Grit podcast, and we have a community called Rumble and Rise, and that's my coaching community. Anyway, I digress again. That's okay. When it comes to mindset with wealthy course creators, I think it's so great that they have that element in their program because it's needed. Just personally for me, the mindset didn't work for me. Another con is that their Facebook groups close. Every one of them closed except for the initial $27 offer. That group, I'm still in that today, and I can get questions answered there. And so that's great. I'm glad they keep that open, but I would have preferred that the higher ticket offer, the $19.97, had the Facebook group still open. I don't agree that they closed that. It doesn't help us to stay connected with others and with their brand. It would have been great if they left that open. And then lastly, the reason I invested in this third group I'm going to tell you about is because they pressed, pushed, emphasized so much about and taught us how organic marketing does not work. Does not work. It's not in our favor and you're throwing money away. Just trying to post, you're posting to the same 2 people every time. Your post is not reaching anybody, etc. and beyond. That is true. So, but paid marketing, they didn't give enough support on that, and I needed more. Now, they did bring in Kate Dumas. If you're familiar with John and Kate Dumas, they're besties with John and Kate Dumas. They all live in Puerto Rico and don't pay taxes. That's very smart. I should move down there too. But they're all besties and friends down there, and good for them that they're killing it, crushing it. And they would bring Kate in to do trainings, but it was one-off trainings. And I knew I needed a process, much like Chalene Johnson teaches in Marketing Impact Academy. Start here, then this, then that. If you need more, come back and we have more, but do these basic foundational things first. That's when I found Hirsch Marketing. Interestingly, Hirsch Marketing, one of their clients is Amy Porterfield. And I mentioned that earlier. Amy Porterfield has a group called Digital Course Academy, or an offering, if you will. And I was debating between Digital Course Academy and Screw the 9 to 5. They're now wealthy course creators. And I think that's where I heard about Hirsch Marketing. I think Amy Porterfield mentioned it, but don't quote me. Hirsch Marketing, let me take a drink of water here, is an excellent company. And their CEO, her name is Emily Hirsch. She's 27 and she lives in Austin, Texas. And this girl has got her stuff together. And she is hardcore smart, innovative, true. She's so real. And my hat is off to her for what she's done with this company. The program that I'm in, she has 2 offerings. She first started with, you can hire her company and they will take over all of your paid advertising. And she grew that to over $1 million. And according to her own suggestions, only have one offer until you're making it at $1 million for that offer. Then you can add a second offer. So her second offering is to reach people like you and I and give them something that they can use and at a price point we can invest in. I invested in Hirsch Marketing. The program at the time was called Ignite. It is now called Market Like a Pro. I paid $19.97, same as Marketing Impact Academy and same as they call it the Accelerator, the wealthy course creators do. The price is now $24.97. That's the same as Marketing Impact Academy is now $24.97. And I think with Hirsch Marketing, there's a one-time fee of $9.95. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that was added during their last round, if you will. Market Like a Pro comes with a playbook, just like Marketing Impact Academy. It's the textbook, and it really, truly is step by step. Click here. Do this. Here's what kind of ad you need now. You need to do 10 interviews before you even go down this rabbit hole because you need to know who you're serving, what problem you solve, and how you solve it. Emily's very smart and strategic about the order that she puts things in. I really appreciate that. within Market Like a Pro, there's live coaching available. There's more now even than when I was in the program. And there's feedback with both the live coaching, plus you can submit things to get, it's kind of like a Loom video. You get that in response to what you submit. So say you submit the form about your avatar, which is who you serve. Tell me about them. And you list out who this person is. This helps narrow down who you serve. You can get feedback on that form, which is great. When I first started the group, I was ready to go with my course that I had created through Wealthy Course Creators. I had built it in ClickFunnels, and I launched it. I put a bunch of money behind ads and launched it. And I thought, this is great. Let's launch it now. Then I'll have something to get feedback on from Hirsch Marketing. Well, I really do wish they would start the course by saying, do not run paid ads again until you start this course and get some feedback. Because I blew about $480 in 2 or 3 days and didn't get a return on my investment, and I was devastated. And then I didn't want to move forward. I think my computer went to sleep. No, it didn't. I didn't want to continue launching a course and investing in ads dollars when it wasn't working. I was so devastated. When I first started the group, there was a live coaching with, I think her name was Allie, and about 3 of us got on and said, well, we're new to the group. We just kind of want to be a fly on the wall here. And nobody wanted to speak up during the live coaching. And this woman crossed her arms and said, well, this is for you. And if you don't have any questions, she kind of shrugged her shoulders like, screw you, I'm just going to sit here. And I thought it was such a missed opportunity to coach us. She could have taught us on anything, have something ready to go. Such a lost opportunity. I pressed forward. They got a new coach. His name is Daryl. He's awesome. He's the bomb. He's a very cool cat. I like talking to him a lot. And Daryl is the one that kept pushing me to come back, and tried to work with me to fix what was going on with my ads. We didn't have any data per se to look at because my ads weren't working. And it took us a while to figure that out. And it turns out it was very simple. The ads were being run under my personal account. I didn't know that. I had hired somebody previously to run an ad for me, and they ran it under my personal account. And so, again, I'm going to get back to what I mentioned earlier, is that organic marketing and or under your personal account is not going to be effective. It's not going to work. So it took us a while to figure out we need a business account. So we started a business account, and then it took us a while to figure out how to verify the business account. And I ended up doing that on my own, making a video and sending it to Daryl and say, here's how I did it. And lo and behold, that same training by him is now in Market Like a Pro. And I messaged him. I said, hey, I'm so glad you put this in the training. It's going to help so many people. I want to circle back and say 9 out of 10 with Hirsch Marketing. It's a phenomenal program. But similar to Screw the 9 to 5, they are missing a mindset coach. And I even said this to Daryl, and I've said it to Emily. If you want to hire me to be a mindset coach, I would love to do that, because not only am I a marketing instructor at the university level, but I'm a psychologist. And I understand better than most that you can have all the technical knowledge in the world, especially about marketing, but if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to do anything with that knowledge. Emily teaches that marketing always works. It's just a matter of time. I 100% agree with her. Emily teaches to over-deliver to her clients. I 100% agree with her. Where her program is lacking, and I don't think will be as successful as it really could be, is in this mindset piece. And I'll tell you a couple examples of where I saw, other than the one I mentioned. Not only at the beginning with that first coach where there was an opportunity for her to teach and she didn't, but I said I like Daryl. I like him so much as a person, but he's not a mindset coach. He's almost a little bit, I don't want to say awkward, but just to run a group, to get groups to engage, you need to be a little bit more, I don't know. I can't think of the word, but more me, I guess, a facilitator to get things going, get conversation going. But we also need to address the elephants in the room. So if he had come at me straight at me and said, what's stopping you? What are the things that are stopping you right now from moving forward? How are you feeling about this? What are you thinking about that? What mental blocks are you having right now? And not just to me, but to the group. And acknowledging what happens when we don't have success with an ad? What happens when we don't have success with a launch? What should we do when X is going to happen? Almost like planning for it ahead of time and acknowledging this is going to happen, but let's make a plan so you feel safe, if you will, and secure to push forward and take those risks. Market Like a Pro is missing that. And it's interesting. Emily's podcast this week, she actually said as much in terms of mindset. She said, I'm not big on mindset. I don't coach on it a lot. And the one podcast that received so much feedback recently was a mindset one. Yes, you need mindset coaching within this. So plug out to Hirsch Marketing, fabulous company. They know so much about paid advertisement and marketing. I already knew how to market because I'm a marketing professor. I have my MBA. I 100% agree with her that marketing always works. I didn't know about paid advertising, which is why I hired the company. But now I can identify you really need a mindset coach. 2 other experiences with Hirsch Marketing where a mindset coach would have come into play. This was a new offering that they were trying out. Good for them to take risks. They were trying out selling a funnel build. I mentioned ClickFunnels before and how I got the template from Jill and Josh Stanton of how to build a sales funnel. I was curious how their team would build it compared to Jill and Josh Stanton, so I bought it. It was $9.97, and I was very thorough in what I submitted for how I wanted this sales funnel to be built. And part of that was, what is your freemium or what is your lead generation? And my lead generation was another funnel, another program called Confidence on Camera. And I had built the funnel and I sent it to them, all the things. Long story short, there was an email exchange happening. And in each email exchange, I said, Sheena, just hop on a call with me, girl, and I will clear all this up in 5 minutes. And the response was, no, the calls aren't part of this offering. And so I thought, you're not staying true to the values that Emily has set. You're not over-delivering. I'm saying, please call me. I will sort this out. What ended up happening is my boy Daryl reached out and said, yeah, I feel you. Let's have a call. I'm not on the funnel build team, but I'll talk with you. He and I got on a quick call and we figured it out that what they were selling was not a full sales funnel at all. It was a lead generation page. And they built a page for me for Confidence on Camera. And it was not good. And I told Daryl that. I said, this is not good. This is terrible. And by the way, I already built this and I showed the team this. Had you gotten on a call with me, we could have resolved this weeks ago. But you keep asking me to do more work. And it's really kind of turning me off. I don't want to do more work. I'm asking for a 5-minute call. Please make the best use of both of our times. I could have saved their team from making that funnel that was not good and had a good connection with Sheena and also known what you're selling is a lead generation page versus a full sales funnel. And so I made a joke to Daryl. I said, hey, if you need someone to actually build these, you should call me and hire me to do that too for your team. So hire me to be a mindset coach and hire me to build the actual sales funnels in ClickFunnels because I'm you need this and you don't have it, and I'm really good at it. And I would love to work with you, Daryl. So let me bring it home, because I try to keep these podcasts between 20 to 30 minutes. 3 programs that I invested in to build my virtual business, whatever that business is, whatever your business is. The first one is Marketing Impact Academy with Shalene Johnson. And I'll put a link to that program in the show notes. Yes, I'm an affiliate, because this is the foundational program that you need to be in and do before you do any other program. You need to have the bones. And remember, with Marketing Impact Academy, you have lifelong access. She's consistently uploading new content, new trainings, and the Facebook group. I would pay to just be in this Facebook group with all the resources and connections and get answers within 24 hours for anything. The second one is Screw the 9-to-5 / Wealthy Course Creators. I would do their intro program, the $37 one. I would not go beyond that until you put that into action. The third one is Hirsch Marketing, and I would invest in Market Like a Pro when you're ready to put ad spend behind your online course. I really would. It is a great marketing program. If you don't have a mindset coach while you're doing all these, you do need that. I invest with Courtney Townley. Her company is called Grace and Grit, and we do both one-on-one coaching, and we also do coaching as a group in Rumble and Rise. And we do anything from how to manage our thoughts. There are things on body image and et cetera. And I know if you're in the fitness industry, at some point you've had a wrestle with something to do with your health. Don't know what that is for you, but Courtney can help you walk through whatever it is you want to and help you develop the solution, if you will, to whatever mindset challenges you're having. Again, check the show notes for the link for Marketing Impact Academy. I am an affiliate because I know this is the bones of what you need and the structure to build whatever it is that you want. Screw the 9-to-5, do the mini course, the $37 one. And then Hirsch Marketing, I would invest in Market Like a Pro and let them know I sent you. This is Sunshine. Let them know I sent you and that they should hire me to be a mindset coach, because I would crush it. Thank you so much. Share the podcast, subscribe. Let me know if you want to be a guest. I would love to interview you. And remember, we have a podcast editor. We keep in what we like and we get rid of what we don't. So there's no risk in you being a guest. We'll just have a nice, comfy conversation. All right, I'm going to head out and shower. You wanted to know that. And then I'm going to head for a little massage. Good self-care. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Please go connect with us on Instagram at FitTech University. That is the best place to reach us. You can, of course, click the link in bio to get other help, like a resource on how to choose a virtual platform to put your business on. We've done all the research for you on comparing prices and other features. And then lastly, we're a university. We teach courses. We teach courses on how to set up your virtual studio, how to build a marketing plan for your studio, and then how to build your confidence on camera. Those are the 3 main courses. You can find all of that in the link in bio on our Instagram. So please connect with us. Of course, we're putting content on there all the time, and we look forward to building our relationship with you. Because when we build our relationship, we build that know, like, and trust factor. And that's a huge part of marketing, which of course we teach you. Thanks so much, friend. Go connect with us at FitTech University on Instagram.